Yeah, it'd be great if you could upload it to the Moodle site, if we could figure out how to do that.
Yeah. Can I start now? Before that, I just want to tell you this is going to be a typical, way of sharing Dharma in Theravada point of view. And, Pali and some other terms will be added into my talk, just to let you know. Brothers and sisters in the Dharma. Karma and effects is going to be the topic today. What do you mean by karma? Karma is originally a Sanskrit word. Now it has become an English word. Karma can be defined as actions. Karma could be done either physically, verbally, or emotionally. But when it comes to Buddhism, to create any kind of karma and to have its effects, you have to have an intention. Without intention, even if you do good or bad karma, it does not have any effects. That's why the Buddha said in Pali, Pali means the language spoken by the Buddha. The Buddha said, Chetanaham bhikkhave kammang vadami. O monks, intention is karma I am saying to you. So your intention plays a big role to have effects of your karma. Karma is not a creation of the Buddha or any other religion. It is the natural law, the universal law. Though we believe or not, though we understand or not, though we accept or not, the natural law of karma is going to be existent at all the time, giving you happiness when you do good and unhappiness when you do bad. Sometimes people try to explain karma as cause and effect, which is not a good explanation to me, because there are two kinds of cause and effect: the karmic cause and effect and the worldly cause and effect. Let me give you an example. Let's say you drive your car. When you drive your car, somebody crosses the road. You hit that person and you kill that person. You were driving your car, somebody crosses the road, you hit that person and you kill that person. When it comes to worldly cause and effect, in some parts of the world, the family members of the victim, neighbors and friends, going to go out of their houses and they're going to drag you out of the car. They're going to beat you up, punch you, kick you, and finally they call the police. And you are going to be arrested for killing that person. In this part of the world, we just call 911 and you will be arrested for killing someone. That is worldly cause and effect. But when it comes to karma, did you have the intention to kill that person? No, you did not. That is karmic cause and effect. Karma is a wonderful subject, and it's a very complicated subject too. That's why once the Buddha said, "O monks, there are 4 things in this world that you should not think too much. If you think too much about those 4, you become deranged or you're going to go crazy." For your information, in brief, number one, the power of the Buddha. He got that much power. We can't even imagine how much power the Buddha got. Number two, the power of your jhana or your supernatural power or the mystic power or absorption. Jhana in Pali and dhyana in Sanskrit. We call it supernatural power, and you gain it when you develop your mental culture through meditation. It is a very complicated subject too. For example, if you really develop your mental culture, you can read someone's mind, you can read your past births, maybe you can levitate in the air. Those things are just minor things, but this is a very complicated subject from the Buddha's point of view. If you think too much about that, you become deranged. And number three, karma vipaka. Karma, vipaka means effects. It's a very complicated subject too. That's why people get confused most of the times when they try to define many things as karma. And number four, speculation about the nature of this world. How this universe really works, and is there any other planet beyond this planet, or the questions like those make you really confused if you keep thinking too much. Even during the Buddha's time, when some people came to the Buddha to question or to argue with the Buddha regarding these questions, the Buddha was very silent. Once, a well-educated Brahmin or a Hindu priest went to the Buddha and questioned the Buddha, is there any other planet beyond this planet? The Buddha was silent. Then he was complaining the Buddha and said he does not know, and he does not want to say he does not know. So after he left, Venerable Ananda, who was the Buddha's attendant monk, questioned the Buddha, why didn't you answer that question? Then the Buddha said, oh Ananda, if I answer that question, he's going to be crazy. If I told him that there is another planet beyond this planet, he's going to ask me, is there any other planet beyond that planet? If I told him there is another planet beyond that planet, he's going to ask me, is there any other planet beyond that planet? So he's going to keep asking these questions and he's going to go crazy. That's why I was silent. So these four make you crazy if you think too much. So karma vipaka plays a big role out of those four. But karma is a wonderful subject. Also, you're not supposed to depend on karma alone. There are many other things that can cause you suffering. Not just karma. The pandemic or the COVID-19 is one of the good examples. It's not your karma. If you just go out and get affected, it's because of your carelessness. You can't just complain karma. There may be some people who get affected because of their karma, but mostly this is just a natural disaster. Tsunami, landslide, flood, tornado, and any other natural disasters, not just karma. So there are many other things that can cause you suffering, and in the meantime, your karma plays a big role in your life too. Even though this subject is very complicated, the Buddha explained the working of karma in different locations and to different people in different ways. In Pali, the Buddha said there are many ways of affecting your karma. Dittha Dhamma Vedaniya karma, Uppajja Vedaniya karma, Aparapariya Vedaniya karma, Katatta karma, Ahosi karma, Achinna karma, Patisandhe vipaka, Pavutti Vipaka, there are many ways. Let's get the first one. Ditta Dhamma Vedaniya karma. Some of your karma may arise in your present life and affect you. If not in your present life, Upajya Vedaniya karma. It will arise in your next life and affect you. We believe in rebirth or future lives. What do you mean by future life? When we die, we leave our physical body here and we take our mental power, our last death conscious thought, our death proximate karma to find another settlement. We call it rebirth or future life. So your karma plays a major role when it comes to your rebirth or future lives too. Upajya Vedaniya karma. If not in that way, there's another way of affecting of your karma. Aparapariya Vedaniya karma. It will arise from time to time and affect you. If not in that way, Katatta karma. It suddenly appears and affects you. You can't even imagine, it just pops up, it just comes out, it just emerges and affects you. Because of this way of affecting of your karma, the Buddha said, Ayyo hutva daso hoti, daso hutva ayyo hoti. Because of this katatta karma, sudden appearance, a king, a noble man, a wealthy man today, or an Aryan today can be a slave tomorrow, could be a homeless tomorrow. A homeless today, a very poor person, or a slave could be a king tomorrow, a very rich person tomorrow because of this way of affecting of your karma. If not in that way, ahosi karma. Ahosi karma is kind of karma that has no longer any potential force. If all the good and bad karma is going to affect us, we can never ever attain nirvana. Because as ordinary human beings, we do that much karma. Could be good or bad. So ahosi karma means it does not have any ability to arise and affect you. For example, let's say you are a 90% good person and 10% bad. So you are a 90% a powerful person, your karma is very strong, but 10% bad. Of course, we can't find 100% good people unless we are enlightened. So because of that 90% of strong karma, that 10% does not have any ability to arise and affect you. And also, if you are born in a very prosperous season, very successful season, or if you are born to a very rich family by any chance, some of your bad karma, minor evil karma, does not have any ability to arise and affect you because of the situation. Let's say you are a 90% bad and 10% good. Because of that 90% bad, that 10% does not have any ability to arise and offer you happiness, even though you have done 10% good. And also, working of karma is different for different people. Sometimes, let's get an example. Let's keep $100 right here, right by me. By any chance, if a homeless walks in, he will see the $100 bill and he will steal it and walks out. Finally, we see that homeless walking out with a $100 bill. What we are going to do? We call the police. In some parts of the world, he's going to get beat up. And then he's going to be arrested and he's going to go to state prison for 6 months or 1 year for stealing that $100 bill. Let's keep the same $100 bill. And let's say a president of a country, a very powerful politician is going to steal your $100 bill and he's walking out with your $100 bill. And we see him walking out with a $100 bill. Are you going to beat him up? I don't think so. We may call the police, but you think he's going to go to state prison or state prison for 6 months or 1 year? Could be, but the chances are very rare because he's the president of the country. So the same way, if your good karma is really, really strong, some minor evil karma does not have any ability to arise and affect you. That's why the Buddha said this is a very complicated subject. You should not think too much, become deranged or gonna go crazy. Not just that, there's another way of affecting your karma. Chinna karma or asana karma, the last death conscious thought or the death proximate karma. When we die, one of our good karma or bad karma is going to touch us. It is called the last death conscious thought. Along with that last death conscious thought, we are going to find our next settlement. And the Buddha says, it is patisandhi vipaka, the karma that helps you to find your next life. After your settlement, the other karma that you have done during your previous life is going to arise and affect you. It is called pavati vipaka. So patisandhi vipaka means the karma that helps you to find your next settlement or your next life. And pavati vipaka means the karma that affects you after your next settlement. That's another way of affecting of your karma. This is how our karma works. But you are not supposed to depend on karma alone. You can overcome your evil karma too. You can overcome your evil karma. In one of the Buddha's teachings, in Anguttara Nikaya, the Buddha gives a very nice example. Oh monks, take a lump of salt, and in the meantime, take a cup of water. Put that lump of salt into that cup of water and stir the cup of water. Drink some water out of the cup. The Buddha asked the question, what will be the taste? All the monks were laughing. Oh Lord, it's going to be salty. When you put a lump of salt into a small cup of water, it's going to be salty. And the Buddha asked the question again. Oh monks, let's get the same lump of salt and throw it into a river and stir the river. Drink some water out of the river. What will be the taste? The monks were laughing again. Oh Lord, it's not going to be salty. There's much water in the river. There's much water in the river. That lump of salt can't make it salty. Then the Buddha comes to the point. Let's say water represents good. Salt represents bad. Like the water in the river, if you do a lot of karma, like that 90%, your minor evil karma does not have any ability to arise and affect you because you have done a lot of good karma. So you can overcome your minor evil karma besides your 5 most weighty offenses. There are 5 most weighty karma. Buddhism always talks about, in Pali we call it Panchanantaraya Papa Karma. The 5 most serious offenses. Besides those 5, you get the potentiality to overcome your minor evil karma. I guess you already know about those 5, but for your further information, if you kill your own mother, if you kill your own father. If you shed the blood of the Buddha, if you hurt the Buddha and shed the blood of the Buddha, do any physical damage. And also, if you kill an enlightened monk or a nun. And the last one, if you cause disharmony among a harmonious group of monks, you can't get rid of that bad karma. It's pretty hard. It is that much bad. So besides those 5, if you do a lot of good karma like the water in the river, you get the potentiality to overcome your minor evil karma. So karma is a wonderful subject, and it's a very complicated subject. That's why the Buddha said, don't think too much, but it is there. Though we believe or not, though we understand or not, that is the natural law on the planet. May you be well, happy, and peaceful.